I laid out everything, kind of the stuff that you're going to need. So I'm going to be using, for the ones that haven't been here when I started, I'm going to be using the Mighty but Mini Easy Press machine. So this container here I got from Amazon. I don't recall where, but as soon as I find it, I'll put the information up. So I just took the inner of the stuff that came from the original box and I put it in here. So that way it stays stable. If you go on Cricut.com, you can look up the settings for the Easy Press. There's one for the towel. You can see right here, up on the top. And then there is another one. Apparently I don't have it here. The one for the mat. It's kind of similar. I have my iron-on designs. These are pre-done already by Cricut. You can see that there. I have my Easy Press mats, and if you look at it, it'll tell you what side's down and what side's up. Well, what side's down, technically. I have my shirt. I'm going to plug in my Easy Press really quick. If you have questions, hi, Simply Diana 3. This is my first tutorial, live tutorial. So if I don't get to your questions, I apologize, but I will go through it and I will respond to you individually. So on the Easy Press Mini, it has like a little stand, and it has a base where you can put it off the table or whatever it is that you're putting it on, so it's not direct contact heat. So I'm going to plug this in really quick. It has the settings right here. If you see the on and off button, that it's pretty much just one button. You press it once, the one light comes on. You press it twice, the second light comes on. You press it another time, the third light comes on. And then if you press it again, it turns off. And we're going to be using 2 lines for this particular project here. So let me plug it in really quick. Okay, so here, so you can see it. I shouldn't be holding this. Just as you can see it, 1, 2 lines. So we want 2, and when it's ready, it's going to tell us. You can't tell, but it's red. So once it turns green, then it'll be ready. I'm going to place that down there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It'll warm up. It warms up pretty quick. Let's see here. So I'm using just a random shirt. And with the Easy Press, you need to know what kind of fabric your shirt is going to be. If you're using a shirt or whatever material. If you look on your sheet here, it gives you guidelines. I don't know if this is upside down. I hope not. It'll tell you here, see 100% cotton, cotton polyester, polyester, nylon, and then when you go down, according to whichever material you're going to use, it'll tell you if it is what temperature that you're supposed to be at and how long. It gives you the seconds there. If it's not recommended, it'll tell you not recommended for cotton, 100% cotton. Sports Flex is not recommended. So it gives you all the guidelines here. So we're going to be doing 100% cotton. Okay, so I'm going to actually do it on this little pocket right here. You guys can see it. I'm going to put this here on the side. I don't want it to get in the way. I'm going to be, did you hear that? The little beep? So it tells me it's ready. I don't know if you can see it, green, but this is green. The other one kind of looked yellow to me, but it was red. So it's ready to go. And if you don't use it in a certain amount of time, it will shut off on you, just for safety reasons. Let me get some scissors here. Okay, so I'm going to be using this middle one here. It says, I need a nap. So let me cut this up here. I'll put these on the side. And I have 2 mats here. I'm going to use one as kind of a barrier to my table, and the other one's going to be on the inside here of the shirt. And just remember, this says this side down. So always keep your mat correct before you use it. Once again, if you guys are asking questions, I do apologize. This is my first live video. So I will go back and I will answer any questions. I'll DM you. Okay, so here we go. So it's always recommended that you you heat it, as well as you want to take a roller, a lint brush, and you want to always make sure that you clean the area that you're going to be doing, because you want to try and get that extra fibers off to help it stick a lot better. Okay, so here, the Easy Press Mini, you just want to make sure that you warm it up a little bit here. Okay. Where's my little, here it is. I need a nap. Okay, so you see how it fits really good? And it already has the little sheet. This is kind of your transfer sheet that it's on. And it's already, so if you would cut it on the mat, say you had a design, it would be mirrored. So this is considered mirrored. You'd flip it over, and that's a part that's going to stick on your fabric. I recommend using, it is parchment paper. Sorry guys. So parchment paper, this is just, got it from this is Target brand. Any kind of parchment paper, non-stick, make sure it's not wax. Make sure it's not wax. Otherwise, you won't be happy with your results. So here I have a piece, and you want to make sure you put that over. It actually helps stick a lot better. Okay. So, and I have it on 2, on the bar 2, and you'll use your Easy Press settings as a guide. The paper that I showed you guys earlier. Okay, so you just kind of go over here. If you have the other version, the small version, so this is the mini. If you have the small version, all you're going to do is just put it straight on top, and you'll do it for the seconds. This one here, the reason I do it like this first is just to get it to stick. And you want to make sure you always get those edges of the letters, and then you can stick it on top for a couple seconds and just kind of move it over little by little. And just do a little bit more on the edges there. Now when you go to pull it off, if it still sticks, there's no, don't worry about it. Okay. You can feel that it's hot, so be careful when you go to pull it off. So if it doesn't stick very well, you can put a little bit more heat. So here, as you can see, it's coming off. So far, so good. There we go. There it is, you guys. You can take the parchment paper now. I notice when you take parchment paper after you take it off and you add the heat, it actually brightens up the color. So I don't know if you can see it here. See how it's brightening it up? It won't seem so dull. And be careful when you touch it with your hand. It is warm. Okay. Always make sure you put your Easy Press back on its mount. Guys, there you go. There it is. That's simple. Is this the process for iron-ons application, or just the type that you are using? This is the process for the iron-ons. There's different sizes, so this is the smaller version of the iron-ons. Here, you can see it's a large version. So if you have a shirt, you'll see how big it is here. It takes a good space of it. Medium, meaning it's like a longer, it's usually longer, not as square, but this would be it. So I would do the same thing. So I recommend the parchment paper. It makes a huge difference, and it brings out the color a lot better. I don't see any questions, but I'll go through my feed here for this live video, and then I will message you guys if you did ask questions. That's it. That's about it. And if you want to turn it over and add a little bit more heat, you can. And make sure you do your mat. Always use your mat, because it's such a high heat that whatever's under, it can mess it up. Okay, I'm not too worried here, all the wrinkles, because I have my mat here and it's perfect. So on this side, you don't have to use the parchment paper. Just add a little bit of heat here, just so it gives a little extra adhesive with the heat. That's it. I'm always touching it. I love heat, but just be careful because it can be hot. So it's not recommended that you touch it after you put the easy press on it. Okay, that's it. You guys have any other questions? I know you haven't heard it yet, but this, if you're not using it, it will make a beeping noise to say, hey, you want to keep it on? If you do, you'll press the button, it'll stay on. Otherwise, it will automatically shut off as a safety mechanism. And this is for all 4 of the Easy Press 2s. I'm not sure what it is on the Easy Press 1, the originals, because I only have the 2s. That's it. Thank you, guys. Please join me again. If you have any questions or you want to see a different tutorial, a different fabric on the iron-ons, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to do a tutorial for you guys. I'll do a live video. If there's specific days or times you want it, please let me know. Can you create your own iron-on? Yes, you can. You can use the different iron-ons, whether you use Cricut or you use Sizer form. So here I have my whole little section here. So this one's a strong bond. This is a pattern. This is Star Wars. So my family loves Star Wars, my kids, my husband. So when it was on sale at Joann's for 60% off, I bought a few of them. Here, so you have, this is everyday iron-on. They have a, what do you call it? They have, I think, holographic iron-on. And you just have to cut it out in your design space. This I got from Hobby Lobby. They were clearancing it out. I figured $5 is not bad. Here's another version, another color, raspberry. So you can use any of the iron-ons, design it in your Cricut design space. If you have silhouette, I'm not sure how to use that. I'm Team Cricut. But you just cut out the colors, the pieces you want, you put them together. And when you put it together in layers, your first layer, you want to make sure you don't apply too much heat. You want to do minimal where you can still peel it off and you can add the other piece on top. And if you do more, I believe, I don't know if it's 3 or 5, they have a max technically on how many layers you can put on. These, you can use Sizer. I have Sizer. If you guys go through my feed, you'll see I have quite a bit of Sizer. And I have quite a bit of Cricut rolls as well. You can use glitter iron-on also. Yeah, that's about it. If you have any other questions, you can always DM me. But thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. I'm very nervous, but this was my first time. If you liked this video, please like and share it if it was helpful. I had the original too, and if you have the original Cricut Expression, it does do vinyl. And if you look behind these little sheets, it will give you a layout actually for, I'm trying to see if I have it here. It'll tell you about what settings to use for the expression as well. I don't see that I have it here because I've been cleaning. As you guys know, I've been doing my cleaning craft room. So I'm not sure where I put it, but if you look behind this, when you tear it all off and look behind, it has a thing for the expression as well. Thank you, Mimi. I appreciate that. Thank you, Simply. Thanks, Vale. The new ones are way nicer. Yes, definitely. The new machines are nicer. I have the Maker. So I do a lot of designing on the Maker. Air 2 is good. It does the same thing almost. It's just, it has that dial tone, and I get irritated very easy, so I don't like the dial tone. So I got the Maker, which is good because I like to do wood, and my husband does sewing.